Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 6 in season number 3 of the NRLOA Electric Pro Series, and this is the first race where these drivers know that the season has been shortened. Yes, we originally were going to have a 15 race season, but due to time constraints on my part, I had to shorten the season, so that means that these guys are going to be racing much more aggressively for this championship, and it is definitely going to be a very good battle to the championship finish when we get to Daytona at the end of the season. But right now we are here at the Watkins Glen International, the first road course race of the season, the first of 2 road course races. This and Le Mans, the 2 road course races we go to in the NRLOA Electric Pro Series, and this road course is very, very good. If you saw the Hers Elimination Series race yesterday, you know that this track can produce some very exciting racing. We have 24 cars on the grid to start the Watkins Glen Grand Prix. Let's get on to the starting lineup. We have Austin Spencer starting on the pole in the number 15, the defending champion of this series. We have Colby Jackson alongside him. Then it's Christian Master, Cameron Gaju, Colin Driver, Chris Dodd, James Richardson, Matt Tuck, who comes into this race the points leader, but right behind him it's the number 20 of Cole Baker, only behind the points lead by 1 point. Then we have Stuart Gratton, Tyler O'Reilly, Blaine Keys, who is the newest NRLOA member, by the way. Glad to have you on board. Oscar Ramirez, John Art, Cameron Black, Nick Smith, Tristan Allen, Josh Crash, Trey Bartow, Tyler Salzman, Marty Johnson, Garrett Zenor, Dale Salzman, and Michael DeFeo. That's the 24 cars starting lineup for the Watkins Glen Grand Prix here at the Watkins Glen International. And my computer's already racing. How lovely. But anyways, we're ready to get this thing started, because right when they hit NASCAR Turn 7, they go. And we're ready to get this thing started. The green flag is out here in the Watkins Glen Grand Prix. Austin Spencer and Colby Jackson side by side for the lead. Jackson trying to get a run on the outside. Will he stay alongside the 15? No, he won't, or will he? Bumping off the 15 of Austin Spencer, here comes the 14 of Christian Master. Trying to get a run to the inside of the 27. He's not going to be able to do it through the S's, and Spencer's going to stay out front in the number 15. But this 27's right behind him. We got Cameron Gaju coming off that 3rd place finish in Indianapolis. He was really good in that race, and here he is running in 3rd place here at Watkins Glen to start off. Jackson's going to try to get to the inside of the 15 for the lead, but he's not going to be able to do it, and Austin Spencer's going to stay out front here in the Watkins Glen Grand Prix. Tyler already off the racetrack back in there. You might want to watch for these cars coming off of this corner. It could get pretty hairy at times. They do kind of go off the racetrack a little bit. And Austin Spencer has just lost the lead to Colby Jackson. Not entirely sure how that happened. Oh, no wall! Christian Master! He's sideways on the racetrack. Somebody hit him. I think it was Oscar Ramirez. And already, carnage on the first lap here at the Glen. It looks like Garrett Zenor has a bit of damage as well. That is a tough break for Christian Master. He started in the top 5 for this race, but he now has a beat-up race car in the number 14. They're 3 wide in front of them. Michael DeFeo, Dale Salzman, and Marty Johnson. But anyways, the number 27 of Colby Jackson is out front for now. He scrapes the outside wall a little bit, but he is going to lead the first lap of action here at the Glen. And you may notice we are actually racing with the boot as well. I did forget to mention that, but we do not use the NASCAR racetrack. We use the one with the boot, and we don't race on the chicane either. So these guys, they go in full speed into the carousel, and because of that, we can get more passing on this racetrack. A very high-speed road course here at the Watkins Glen International. Colby Jackson is pulled out to a pretty big lead, but of course, if you saw the Hers Elimination Series race yesterday, you need to be perfect on every corner to get this win. Elijah Gordon led every single lap except for the last one, and he lost the lead on the final corner when he overshot the final corner. He was having a very good race, and he led for about a second ahead of second place throughout the whole race. But he couldn't pull off the victory at the end. And that is definitely something that could happen here today in the Aero Electric Pro Series. Colby Jackson is out front. Austin Spencer, I think he just got shuffled out of line. He does have some right side damage to his race car, but he does seem to be running pretty good. I just think he got shuffled out of line going into the boot, and because of that, lost the lead to Colby Jackson there. He's side by side with Gaju, and Gaju way off the racetrack and around. He's sideways on the racetrack, and Tristan Allen's going to arc a break into him. John Arndt will as well. Salzman's going to get a piece of it here. These guys are coming in full speed into these cars, and it doesn't work well. And that is a tough break for Tristan Allen and Cameron Gaju especially, who was running in third place at the time. Now Dale Salzman and Cameron Black get into him. Come on, just stop your race cars. It's easy to slow down and avoid these things. Come on. Well, already on the second lap of the race, a lot of carnage in the field. And of course, since we are at a road course, no cautions are on because we have so few laps in this race. Dale Salzman overshoots the corner majorly there. And you see Cameron Gaju and Cameron Black and John Arndt coming into the pit road. Tough break for those guys there. Anyways, back up front, it is still Colby Jackson in number 27 leading this race. Austin Spencer is second. James Richardson is running in third place. Colin Dryber is fourth. Stuart Gratton running in fifth. Chris Dodd, Cole Baker, Blaine Keys, Josh Crash trying to get his first points of the season in the number 31, and Matt Tuck rounds out the top 10. Tuck's in the outside wall a little bit there, and here comes the one of Nick Smith trying to take a position from him. Stuart Gratton off, and the number 9, Blaine Keys off, and they are not getting through that corner well at all. Man, what is this? Trey Bartow's off back in there, but they are overshooting that turn tremendously. Blaine Keys, Matt Tuck got a piece of that, so did Tyler already, and Marty Johnson back in there. But they are really messing this racetrack up. They did not do this in the HERS Elimination Series near as much as they are today. And Austin Spencer into the outside wall hard. Here comes his teammate Colin Dryber trying to get around him. This 55 closing in for second. And right now it's looking pretty good for the 27 of Colby Jackson. He is right now the leader in this race by 1.67 seconds. Spencer's going to remain in second place. He's starting to pull away from Colin Dryber. James Richardson lost third from Colin Dryber. Chris Dodd's up to fifth place. Cole Baker is sixth. Josh Crash is seventh. Stuart Gratton has fallen back to eighth as he overshot one of the corners in the boot. Matt Tuck is ninth, and Blaine Keys is 10th. And then you got Marty Johnson, Trey Bartow, Tyler Salzman, Garrett Zenor, Michael DeFeo, Dale Salzman, Christian Master, and the rest of the guys either out of the race or on the pit road. You got Tyler already and Nick Smith on the pit road. Here's Cameron Black in the 11, and those are the only cars still on the racetrack. The cars knocked out so far in this race. Looks like Cameron Gaju, Tristan Allen, and Oscar Ramirez. Tough break for those guys there. It does appear that Cameron Black will also be eliminated. Or no, he's still out on the racetrack in the number 11. Nick Smith has some damage, but he might come back out into the racetrack. Tyler already came into the pit road to repair damage, and he's back out onto the racetrack. But anyways, Colin Dryber just overshot one of the turns in the boot. I don't know the number of each of these turns. I know I should, but tough break for the 55 there. Just hold on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, Colin Dryber made a mistake in the 55, and he has lost his third place position. It's a tough break for him there. Matt Tuck, a little wide off NASCAR turn 7. Blaine Keys looking to get a position on him. The 55 falls back to 8th. Stuart Gratton has moved his way back up to 5th place. Chris Dodd and Josh Crash have fallen back. And this is a really topsy-turvy race here at the Glen. Can't really remember how this race went last season. Season 2 of this series was kind of messed up. But anyways, Proudly had it set just a little too high. I have it set to the same strength as I had the Hers Elimination Series race set to. Oh, and Colby Jackson just overshot that turn, entering the boot. And he's going to lose some ground here to Austin Spencer. You got to race a flawless race if you're going to win here at the Glen. You can't overshoot it on a corner, because if you do, that's going to end your day, no doubt. We're not even halfway through this thing yet, and we've had a lot of guys with problems so far. Let's see how many guys are out. John Arndt, Cameron Gaju, Tristan Allen, and Oscar Ramirez. Only 20 cars on the racetrack on lap 5 of 12. Now, Elijah Gordon on the final lap of yesterday's race essentially did that. But he didn't get away with it as good as Colby Jackson did that time. And because of that, Elijah Gordon was sideways on the racetrack. And second place at the time was Matt Dalio. And Dalio could not avoid the number 36 sideways on the racetrack. Because of that, he hit him. A gap open for Max Titan, and Titan shot through the middle in between Elijah Gordon and Matt Dalio to take the lead on the final straightaway. And because of that, Max Titan got the win in the Hers Elimination Series race yesterday. We might see something like that today, especially considering how these guys seem to be overshooting the corner a lot more than they did yesterday. Which is kind of interesting because both the Hers Elimination Series and the Aero Electric Pro Series use the same physics and the same cars, and we had the same strength for both races. James Richardson going to lose a position to Cole Baker, or is he? Richardson's going to have the inside on Baker here. Oh, he might shoot the 20 up the racetrack, but Baker's going to keep out of it, and Jackson has just gone around! Oh, man! I don't know what happened to the 27, but it might have involved Nick Smith, so Austin Spencer's going to take the lead. My, oh my. You know what, I don't like reviewing crashes in the middle of a live race with no cautions, but we're going to do that because this has to do for the lead. And it was, in fact, going side by side with Nick Smith. Oh, Nick Smith got put into the outside wall by Colby Jackson, came back down on the 27, and the 27 went around. Now, Jackson doesn't have too much damage on his race car, but still, he lost the lead, and he's down to 5th place. So Stuart Gratton, who had a problem earlier when he was running 4th, is back up to 4th. So good job by the 9 there. He's still running good in this race. Richardson and Baker are having a pretty good battle here for 2nd. But it's Austin Spencer, the pole sitter, who has taken the lead here on lap 6 of 12. Doing a good job through this corner now. And some laps, they don't even come close to hitting the outside wall. But other laps, like Colin Driver there, they overshoot the corner and run into it. And you see Blaine Keys majorly got into it there. Looks like Marty Johnson's going to try to go around in the grass on the outside there. Got a lot of position swapping back in here. Marty Johnson was 10th that time. So Marty Johnson is now in the top 10. Chris Dodd is 9th. Got Matt Tuck 8th. Josh Crash still in 7th. Colin Dryberg is 6th. Got Colby Jackson. And we got another... Oh, we got a problem here. Nick Smith. He was involved in the crash earlier, and it looks like his engine has given out on him. It was a lap down. Jackson's going to get around on the outside. But anyways, Jackson's running in 5th. Stuart Gratton's 4th. Cole Baker is 3rd. James Richardson is 2nd. And Austin Spencer leads the field. That's halfway. We're now halfway through this race already. But still a long ways to go, and a lot of action will take place in these next 6 laps. Let's see if we find the one here of Nick Smith. He's trying to limp his way around this racetrack, but it's a lost cause now. He's definitely not going to get back in the top 10 and get any points, so you might as well just take that thing to the garage and not cause any more problems for anybody else. It was because of Nick Smith that Colby Jackson lost the lead. Dale Southman's still in the race, so is Christian Master. Master involved in that early crash. Got Tyler O'Riddy here in the 3, deep in the field, and Cameron Black. And we got ourselves a good battle here for the lead. It looks like Austin Spencer running a little slower than the 17 and the 20. And the 17 and the 20 have really had a good battle here. They've been bumper to bumper past couple of laps. And now both of them have closed up to the 15 for the lead. Richardson trying to become the first double winner this season in the Aero Electric Pro Series. He won at Daytona, the opening event. Cole Baker looking to take the points lead at the end of the day. He's 1 point behind Matt Tuck coming into this race. There he goes for second. Second place awards 18 points. Baker trying to get it on James Richardson. He might not be able to get it here, but he's pressuring that 17 very good. But the 17 is pressuring the 15. And the 15's off the racetrack a little bit. He got a little loose. Gratton's in the wall hard back in there. But I think he'll continue. There goes Cole Baker, and they're 3 wide for the lead. Richardson got to the inside of the 15, and the 20 got to the inside of the 17. Spencer's going to have to fall back to third, and from third to first in one corner. Cole Baker in the number 20. And the way they run, he would be the points leader. But he overshot that corner. Here comes Richardson in the 17. And Spencer is still here in the 15. Great racing here at the Watkins Glen International with the boot. Cole Baker trying to hang on to the lead. But Richardson's going to get to the inside of him and shoot that 20 up the racetrack. And it's going to end up being Richardson who leads lap number 8. Man, are we on lap number 8? Yeah. We only have 4 laps to go. Baker's going to fall back to third as he overshot NASCAR turn 7. Spencer's going to go back up to second. And it's now James Richardson out front in the 17. Hopefully we haven't had any other calamities so far. Casualties. Let's see how many guys are out. Nick Smith, of course, he's out, but we haven't had anybody get knocked out since the last time we checked, so that's good there. Cole Baker trying to take second from Austin Spencer. Kind of mad about losing the lead there. Trying to get to the inside of the 15. He's going to be on the outside entering the boot. He's going to let Austin Spencer go. They're not as close to each other as they were last time around. But still, they're going to easily close back up into each other. And Gratton keeps on overshooting this corner. Colby Jackson still running pretty good in 5th place. But only unless something catastrophic happens to our leaders. I don't think he's going to be able to get the win. He led the first few laps of this race. Matt Tuck comes into this race the points leader, but Cole Baker's a few positions ahead of him. And that number 20 will probably take the points lead at the end of this race. But you never know. Here comes Austin Spencer to the inside of James Richardson for the lead. Will the 15 be able to hold it off, or will the 17 get a run on the outside? Richardson's not going to be able to do it up there, but the 15 of Austin Spencer is going to be on the outside lane entering NASCAR turn 7, and when you're on that outside lane, you hit the wall. And Richardson's going to stay out front. Baker might finally get a chance to take second from the 15 here, and let's not count out Stuart Gratton. He's starting to close in a little bit here, only 3.2 seconds off the lead. Cole Baker trying to take it from Austin Spencer, but he's finally going to clear him through the S's. But Spencer fighting back hard. And Richardson's starting to pull away as these guys battle pretty hard for second place. And it's looking good for the number 17 here at the Glen. But anyways, Cole Baker in the number 20 up the second. But there goes Spencer trying to get to the inside of him through the carousel. Can he do it? No, he can't. They're going to remain single file. Baker now has his eyes set on the lead, James Richardson. But he wants to keep this 15 behind him. Oh, no! Entering the boot, they messed it all up. Cole Baker with damage and Austin Spencer battling for second place. Get together, and both of them into the wall hard. Oh, man. Well, that's exactly what James Richardson wanted, but he's off the racetrack. Man, they can't control this racetrack at all, can they? Grattan has moved his way up to second. Colby Jackson's up to third. Matt Tuck is fourth. And good news for Matt Tuck, he's probably going to remain the points leader at the end of this race because Cole Baker in the number 20, he has fallen off tremendously. He's outside the top 10 now. And if you're outside the top 10 in a race here in the Aero Electric Pro Series, you're getting no points. No points for you. It's been a topsy-turvy race here at the Glen. And now James Richardson with a 3.18 second lead on Stuart Grattan. And it is looking exceptionally good for the 17. But we still have that fresh memory of the HERS Elimination Series race yesterday in our minds. We know that it is not over until it's over. And I know Stuart Grattan is quoted with saying that, but the guy who originally said that was Yogi Berra. But Stuart Grattan also said it too. But he probably got it from Yogi Berra. And if you don't know who Yogi Berra is, he was a baseball player for the Yankees, I think. I think it was for the Yankees. I may be wrong. But I think it was for the Yankees. And he's the inspiration for the cartoon Yogi Bear. Okay, more useless information. Anyways, here at the Glen, it ain't over till it's over. And this 17, you never know when he's going to make a mistake. We've seen a lot of guys make mistakes as the leader so far in this race. Now, Richardson doesn't have too much to lose here because, you know, there aren't many cars on the racetrack and they're not too far behind. But still, if you want to get this win, you got to get a good clean run off of NASCAR Turn 7. And the 17 is going to be able to do it coming to the white flag. But Grattan closed up pretty good there. And Grattan, the differential is now 2.5 seconds. So Grattan is coming, but will he be able to get to the 17 in time? We're just going to have to see. Colby Jackson running third. Marty Johnson has found his way up to fourth place. Matt Tuck is fifth. Blaine Keys is sixth. Garrett Sonora is seventh. Our last winner here in the Aero Electric Pro Series, getting some more points. Colin Driver, Trey Bartow, and Michael DeFeo, who started in last for this race. Josh Crash has fallen outside the top 10. And if he finishes there, it'll be yet again another race without any points for that 31 team. Tyler Salzman is 12th. Chris Dodd is 13th. Dale Salzman, Christian Master, Cameron Black, Tyler O'Riddy. Those are the only cars left on the racetrack, I think, yeah. It says Cole Baker's still out there, but I think he's in the pit road. But James Richardson has a comfortable lead here on Stuart Grattan on the final lap of this race, and it's looking like this 17 is going to go to victory lane. But I said that with Elijah Gordon. And hold on just a minute. Okay, sorry for all the interruptions today. But anyways, we're coming to the finish here for James Richardson. As I said, Elijah Gordon, I said that he was going to win the race on that final turn, and he didn't. But let's see what happens. One more corner for the number 17. Will he get it right? He's sliding up, but he's not going to hit it. And James Richardson wins at the Glen in the Aero Electric Pro Series, the first two-time winner this season. Grattan, a close second. Well, not really close, but Grattan's going to finish second. Colby Jackson's going to finish third. Marty Johnson's going to finish fourth. Garrett Sonora's going to get fifth. Colin Driver going to get sixth. Matt Tuck going to finish, or sorry, man, I'm really whacked out there. Trey Bartow's going to get seventh. Matt Tuck fell back to eighth there on the final lap. Michael DeFeo's going to get ninth. And Blaine Keys managed to get a top 10 for 1 point. Something must have happened there at the end. I don't know. But anyways, it's James Richardson. He won the first race at Daytona, and he gets the 6th race of the season as well. James Richardson going to victory lane, his 2nd win of the season. That's 25 more points for the 17. He might end up being the points leader at the end of this one. I'm not entirely sure. You might not. You're just going to have to see when we show you the points at the end of this video. But anyways, it's Richardson, Grattan, Jackson, Johnson, Sinor, Driver, Bartow, Tuck, DeFeo, and Keys. The top 10 all getting points in this race, and Josh Crash, oh so close to getting points for the first time this season, but he still hasn't gotten any, unfortunately, in that number 31. Tough break for him. And quite a few guys crashed in this race, and the biggest crash was definitely Cole Baker and Austin Spencer getting together as they were battling for second place there late in the going, and neither of them are going to finish in the top 10 for this one. But anyways, here are the points for the Aero Electric Pro Series, and here are, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.
With a passion that could send me to war, electrify.